Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Wolfstalker25, and it's been a minute, but today I got a new action figure review for you guys on the Jazwares Halo Spartan Collection. This is the GameStop exclusive 20 years of Master Chief set. It is a pretty cool set. It goes for about 40 bucks, so the price of honestly both these figures individually, and you get the Halo 1 Combat Evolved, but this is more of the anniversary armor design instead of the basic Combat Evolved armor. And then you get the Halo Infinite Master Chief, which we're familiar with. We know this figure. It's the same figure we've been seeing. It's basically just the Series 3 look, with the battle damage and everything like that, but it's got the chrome visor of the Series 4. So there's really nothing big and different about that figure. We'll do a little bit of a comparison later on it. The main focus of this video is going to be the Mark V here, the Halo Combat Evolved one. Now, this figure, obviously there's a Part 2 pack that you can get at GameStop. I ordered mine online, might still be available there. I think I've seen it in stores from a friend of mine and everything like that. If you're interested in the set, I say it's worth it if you don't have the Infinite Chief at all, and if you don't have this Chief. But I will say right here, this Master Chief, the Mark V, is coming out separately. What I believe is in Wave 5 of the Spartan collection. So if you do want to pick it up separately and not in the 2-pack, you can. But the sculpt work on this guy looks really good. For what this is, sculpt work is pretty good. I like the chest armor there. Obviously, we know the problems the Spartan collection kind of has so far. You get the back weapon storage and everything like that. Now, I will say it is a bit of a bummer that they didn't paint the visor at all, not the visor, but the mask at all, like the vents here and the little lights there. I'm sure that should be painted, but the fact that they didn't paint any of that kind of does suck. There is a silver dry brushing all over the figure. It's a little hard to tell with my lights and everything like that. But yeah, you get the nice little blues in some places. I didn't know if there was blue on the chest piece, but yeah, pretty cool looking. I do like the actual sculpt of the figure itself. And then you got the Infinite Chief here as well. This one is also equally nice. I like what they did with the weathering on this one. I think I like the dry brushing. I like the scuffs. I like the battle damage. I like the color of the green that the armor is. This is basically, in my opinion, the Series 3 with the Series 4 mask helmet. I know some people say the head is a little big or the neck's long. I personally don't mind. I've heard there's some sort of mod that you could do. I haven't looked into it myself. Now, I will say the paintwork on my mask is a little sloppy over here on this side for the lights, but other than that, it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. It'll just be another Chief on the shelf in some other pose. Really quick, if you want to see the articulation, I'll go a little bit more in depth in the previous videos that I've done for the Series 3 and 4. This is the same figure, but I'll just give you a little bit of a rundown really quick. The arms can close up that much. There's no butterflies on this figure. The shoulders get up and out that far. The shoulder pads kind of hinder it. You can do a full 360 on the arms. Head looks up that far, down that much. No tilt, not really. There's really no chest movement. The waist this piece is stuck in there. There's a little slot in there that holds it in place, so you can't turn the abs at all. You can only turn the chest. There's really no turning it. Otherwise, you start running into stuff. Legs move up that far, go back that much. Double jointed knees, not the best, not the worst. We've seen worse, but we've seen better with the Series 1 Master Chief. And I will speak a little bit on that further. Ankles do go back that far, forward that much. Then you do get the toe articulation. So, not bad, pretty good. I like this figure. I'll say, honestly, if you don't have an Infinite Chief, this is a great one to get, just because it has the best of both worlds. You get the better green color from the Series 3, and you get the nice battle damage from the Series 3. Because here was the Series 4. This was the green color. As you can see, the green is a little bit like cleaner, and it's a different shade. So I like the Series 4 a lot. But if you want a Series 3 with a chrome visor, then here's your Series 3, basically, to get. But it's the same figure. They're both the same. There's no difference. And then here you go with your Mark V Combat Evolved. Now, here's a couple quick things I want to say about this figure. This figure's a very nice figure, but as you can see here, if you look at this chest armor, it's got like kind of like it overlaps with this. Well, I've rammed into my arms, as you can see right here. It's scuffed, so you want to be careful. If you try to bring it up at a certain angle, you're going to run into it right there, and you're going to damage your arms on your figure. Same thing with the mask, with the helmet. If you try to push too far back, you could start denting the back of the helmet. I think I've got a scuff somewhere. Can't remember where. Oh, it's definitely up in the top. It's in the top rim somewhere on there. I've definitely scuffed it there at least once or twice. So do be careful with that. There are a lot of running into points. I'm sure the legs could even run into it somewhere. But we'll get a look at the articulation on this guy really quick. I guess I should have gone over the accessories. I guess we'll do that after the articulation here. But Chief can get his arms up and out that far. Not bad. Okay. Could do a full 360. No butterfly joints. Again, like I said, careful there that you don't want to run into those. Double jointed elbows. Let's see. You might need to do the bottom one first. They'll get you up and close that much. Now the neck, the head is a little bit stuck on this figure. You could get it back that far. You could get it looking down that much as well. You do gotta heat this thing up though. Mine was stuck. I had to heat it up to loosen it. Because I do also want to customize one of these at some point when they release it standalone. I'm gonna do it. And then there's a little bit of a turn, but if you go too far, it does pop out. So you can get it about like that much. There's not much full, like, see, there you go, the pop out. Not much forward, not much back. You don't really get anything there. No waist, because this does get stuck here. Legs do go up that much, back that much. You can go that far out to the side. And now here is literally the worst part about this entire figure. Now, the arms are kind of bad. Oh, there also is a bicep cut, by the way. And there's a leg cut right there. So you do get those. Now, here's the worst part about the figure. The knees. Now, if you remember the abomination that was the Halo 2 Master Chief, these are not much better. So this is it. That's your leg articulation. You only get that. They for some reason decided not to cut into the armor back here or down low. I'm sure any of you customizers out there, you could, get a little bit of a Dremel and Dremel down just a little bit into here and a little bit into here, so then you could actually take the legs up and back. But if you don't customize it at all, that's what you get. That's your legs. It's kind of a bummer. Ankles move that far back though. They do go that far forward. You get the toe joint, and then there is a little bit of an ankle pivot, but it's more just a swivel. It doesn't really pivot because of the spot where they have it, so you can't really do much with that. So there you go. Quite unfortunate. I was really looking forward to this figure, and I think the Mark V is definitely a letdown. I was hoping to buy, like, when they did the standalone release of this figure, I was really hoping to buy like 2 or 3 of it and do some like multiplayer Halo 1 Spartans with like maybe a black one, maybe like a red one, a blue one. And in my opinion too, this is the wrong color for Master Chief from Halo 1. I don't think he was this light of green. I'm pretty sure he was darker. Also, the knees are so rubbery. It's really hard for this guy to get into a standing position properly. He always wants to like fall out of it, which is kind of a shame. But we'll take a look at the accessories really quick. With the Master Chief, you do get, with the Mark V, you do get the 2 like trigger finger hands. These are not the baby hands from the Mark VI, the Halo 2 one. but they are kind of still pretty small. Then you get a set of, let's see, where are they? You get a set of fisted hands right here, and then you get a set of like open fist gripping hands. Focus. There you go. So you get a set of those too for the Halo 1 Master Chief. The Halo 2 or Halo Infinite Chief has a set of like gripping hands that are on him currently. You get a set of fists, and then you get a set of open hands, open relaxed hands. Get those, and then you do get the two weird, like 2-finger, like trigger fingers or something like that. Just a little bit of a heads up, since there have been so many Halo Infinite Chiefs that have released out there. If you do have the Halo 2 Chief, I'll pull mine out really quick right here, and you don't want these little baby hands, you can do a mod for him. Well, not a mod, but you could just swap these hands out. These hands work with the Halo 2 Chief, just a little bit of a heads up. So if you want to use some of your extra Halo Infinite hands for your Halo 2 Chief, just to give him some better hands instead of the baby hands, you could always do that too. The Halo 2 Chief needs a repaint anyways. He's definitely too light of green, so it's kind of a shame. Really quick weapon-wise though, we'll get into these and we'll round off the accessories. You do get the Magnum from Halo 1. I think it could have been painted in a little bit brighter of a silver. And then you get the Halo 1 assault rifle. It's very bendy though, so this thing's gonna warp super easily. I do like the sculpt of it and like the mold and everything like that. I think the paint works pretty good. But it is kind of a bummer that it's so bendy. And then here's the Disruptor Pistol. Pretty nice. I think it could have been a little bit painted a little bit better, but it is what it is. I think that's fine. And then you do get the Halo Infinite assault rifle, which is right here. It's in Chief's hand. I'm not going to bother removing it because we've seen it before. Same thing, super bendy. I do like the black though on this, the black and the white stripe. I think that's really nice. Now really quick, we'll do a quick height check on both of our Chiefs. And here we go. The Infinite Chief does stand just about 7¼ inches tall, and the Halo 5 or Halo 1 Mark 5 is about right there too, to the top of the head, 7¼ but as you can see, there is a tiny hair of height difference. They pretty much just set the front of the visor, but they kind of do even out at the back. But as you can see with the armor, there's a little bit of a difference, probably depending on how you have them stand. So there's your Infinite Chief, there's your Mark 5 Halo 1 Chief. We'll take a quick look at them next to a couple other lines, and we'll do some size comparisons with them next to some other like Spartan collection. So really quick, first we'll start with our Hasbro figures. So we'll do our Halo, or our Power Rangers Lightning collection, our Marvel Legends Stealth Iron Man. So there you go with both of those. And then we'll pull out the Star Wars Black Series Captain Rex. And since someone asked for it before in one of the videos a long time ago, here's the G.I. Joe's classified Snake Eyes from the Snake Eyes and Timber 2-pack. So there you go. There's a look at all them next to your Chiefs. This would probably be about the size of the Marines that you customize, that a lot of people are using Snake Eyes for, so, and other people. So there you go. That's your size comparisons with your Hasbros. And then I did not bring out the Reveltech today, so we don't have him. Here's your Mafex Batman, and your Mezco Stealth Iron Man. So there you go. Also, by the way, guys, I am using a different camera tripod, different tripod setup. So the tripod's a little bit further back than usual. So I need to get a little bit closer, I think. But it's got more room now, so I could get more figures in out of range. And there's your Figma Samus and your SH Figuarts Super Saiyan God Goku. There you go. Pretty cool. I mean, they're a lot shorter than Chief. Samus should be about the same height, so it's a little unfortunate that she's so much smaller. But oh well. And then last but not least, this is a new thing that I just got. Here is a Mythic Legion size comparison with them. This is your Black Knight. So there you go. That's what he looks like next to them. So that's all my size comparisons for now with other toy lines, I guess. Here's actually one last one. Here's the 1000 Toys Master Chief, the Halo Infinite one. So if you do plan on picking this up at all to see what it looks like with your Spartan collection, there you go. He's a bit shorter, so it's kind of like I mean, depending on your scale of figures, he kind of works too. If you are interested in seeing a review on the 1000 Toys Chief, let me know in the comments below, and I could always do that as well. So really quick, we'll move the Halo 1 Chief out of the way. Here's your 2-pack Chief. Here's your Series 4, and then here's your Series 3. They're the same ones. I'm going to leave the Series 3 in his pose. This is probably the last time you're going to see him in a video, because the Series 4 and this one are the same thing. All these Chiefs pretty much, they share the same body mold. Nothing's different with them. The only differences here is this green seems like it's a tiny hair lighter than this one. It's not exactly this one. This one's got more of like a pearlescent under it, so it's like got almost like a little bit more of a yellowy color to the green in a way. And then this one's got a lot of nice battle damage on them. Same thing with this one. And then this one has the painted on visor, whereas this one has the chrome one like this. So these are all the same figure. There's really nothing different with them besides the paint, essentially. Oh, and then the Series 3 also has this on his wrist, the grapple shot. So, but that's the last time you're going to see the Series 3 in a video. I'm probably not going to bring it on anywhere else. And then last but not least, comparison-wise, we'll get the Series 4 out of here. Also, the Walgreens Halo, the Walgreens Master Chief from Infinite, that one is also going to be the same as this one as well. It's just got an energy sword hand. I haven't seen it around me. I don't know if I ever will, so who knows if I ever pick that up. If I do, I'll do a review on it, but it's the same figure. But then here's your Halo 2 Master Chief as well, to round out all your Master Chief reviews. Or not reviews, but like, I guess that's all the reviews. I've done them all now. But there's the size comparisons with them all. As you can see, the Halo 2 Chief looks a little bit shorter, maybe. But if you want to change the hands out on the 2 Chief, you can always use your infinite extra hands, replace them, get some bigger ones instead of the baby hands. And then if you do want to go one step further, I did notice that if you want to pop the legs off at the hips, at the ball joints, the Halo 2 Chief does use the same hip ball as the Halo Series 1. The Halo Infinite Series 1 Chief and Series 2 Chief, they use the same ball joint. It's a tiny bit like loose, so if you wanted to take like maybe a little bit of tape or something, go around it to like tighten it up, or some way to like make the ball a little bit bigger to get more friction on it, you could always pop these legs off since these knees are so bad. Maybe like pop the ankles off even more, pop them onto the Infinite Chief legs, and then there you go. But that's all my rambling for today. It's been a while. This review is going to be super rusty. It's going to be probably longer than I expected. I didn't expect it to be almost 20 minutes long. I probably could have had this a lot shorter. So I do apologize, but hopefully you guys did enjoy the review. Hopefully you found it helpful. As always, if you did find it helpful, I would always appreciate a like, as well as subscribe down below if you're new and haven't done so already. I'm going to try and do some more reviews. I haven't done any in a while, and I do apologize. I have a lot of stuff to do. If you want to see the Mythic Legions that I got in a review, let me know in the comments below. If you want to see the 1000 Toys Master Chief, let me know that in the comments below too. And then any other figure in the video that I haven't done a review on, if you want to see a review on them, let me always know in the comments below. I will also say, just a quick a quick heads up, if you are interested in Metroid at all, I did see that they're doing a Metroid Dread Figma Samus at some point, so keep an eye out on that. I'm sure pre-orders will come for that down the road. But that's gonna do it for me today. If you do want these figures, I do recommend them. This is a nice Master Chief, but you gotta customize. You gotta do some dremeling there, I think, to make it worthwhile. I've seen some hope from some people saying that maybe they'll try and fix it by the solo release, but I highly doubt it. If the solo release doesn't have the fix of it, like if this doesn't have the fix, why would the solo? They're the same figure, I feel like. But I will pick up a solo one. I will review it. So whenever I get a hand on the Series 5s when they come out, I'll let you guys know. But until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, everyone.